Hello, Vision Gamer. ਚੱਕ ਲਾ ਫਾਇਦਾ, ਚੱਕ ਲਾ, ਚੱਕ ਲੋ। ਮੇਰੇ ਰੱਬਾ।
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle and here we go.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who'll need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. So there he is, Wesley Sneijder, a terrific playmaker.
Yeah, one of the very...
Puskas!
Nice save, Bafan.
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Puskas is offering a wry smile there.
Pará with the corner, there first. Cleared without hesitation. Hausen. Zambrotta. Lahm did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Good read, needed to be. No goals as yet. Griezmann.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Pará really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Gerrard. Mateus. Mateus with the cross. And he's there to belt it away. Nedved plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Sneijder. Gerrard providing an outlet on that flank. That is good strength.
Puskas really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Maldini deals with that comfortably.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And here's Suarez. Suarez
Hello,
is
David.
flagged
Bro.
offside.
Welcome to the stream.
Suarez gets on his bike and on the move. And that pass just didn't quite work. So a temporary halt to the action. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. Away we go again.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager...
Great shot! It's there!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it
Luis
should send
Suarez.
a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
The first breakthrough.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Chance here to counter. Puskás. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Look at the space here. It's Snyder!
अबे नहीं यार.
Oh, good finish. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Para, restore parity.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Bale, very much a man of this moment. That's a little off target.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Maldini. Puskás is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Gerrard. And Mateus. Oh, that's fabulous. Mateus making good progress on the right-hand side. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Nedved does really well to win the ball there. Looking for the run. And that's been slipped through. He's found a way through. Shapes to shoot! And that's a good finish. And they've got their lead back. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
Oh, well played.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Para really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And it's Bale. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Delivers the ball. Bullish header! Oh, he's given out plenty, but no.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
And they've got rid. Para. And we're done. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway. Oliver Kahn, a huge man with a huge presence and a big, big voice in the game.
And big in intensity too. Such a fierce competitor.
Adriano! The keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Dealt with nicely by the defence. No way through, so back it comes. In it comes. He leaps for it! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Marvellous goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So, a breakthrough already. Tries to pass it through. Can he get it through? Can he finish? And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's their second corner of the game. And he's gone looking for safety. And here's Griezmann. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. So, third corner of the game. Oh, great leap! And he's following up! And he's stuck it away! And they're threatening to fly away here! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Looking for options. Oh, he's been caught. Forlan! It's in! Forlan duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Casapia, and he shoots! Oh, what has happened here? Has another go! And he can thump it away.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
ਸਤਿ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਸਹਿਬਲ ਕੀ ਹਾਲ ਹੈ
Nedved. Vieira. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Gerrard. Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Adriano
Threads one in, and he welcomes it in.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And here's Pato. Now it's Griezmann. It's Griezmann! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Oh, good play. That's another chance. It's fallen kindly here.
Maldini.
Not a bad try by any means.
I think his reaction says everything there, Peter. Just a fraction inside. That's all he needed to be.
Forlan proves just a little bit too strong. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
So it has been pretty frantic here. Everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half. Back on the way then. And it's Lahm. Lahm drives forward on the overlap. Here's found the way through. Has crossed into the middle. And smartly reclaimed. Van Bronckhorst has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
अबे नहीं यार.
Oh, the ball's run loose here. Flings in across.
Nice.
Maldini getting this one clear.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Knocks it into space. Well, that has not gone well. Rijkaard. And Van Bronckhorst. Rijkaard. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. He's on it. Can he get away? And reclaimed it in a trice. Casapia can breathe again. Just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Rijkaard. Now it's Messi. Nedved. Nice looking ball. Floated through. Oh, he's been caught napping. And the finish! Well taken goal. And surely that does it. Perfect time. Decisive strike. The movement so precise. The finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And time is up. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway. Now then, this man really is a legend, perhaps the legend, a revolutionary, the father of a philosophy. He is, of course, Jim, Johan Cruyff.
We'd have no total football without him, Peter. No tiki-taka either.
One of the best of all time. Some say the best, and certainly one of the most influential.
Without a doubt, pure class.
And here's Fernandez. And that was very necessary.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, what a ball! Poor a bus challenge. And we have our very first corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. It'll be a throw-in. It's a good run he's making out on the left. He slings it in. Vardiol. That's Gerrard.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers. Don't concede the opener.
Gerrard looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Knocks it into space. Nedved has the space to scheme. Oh, that's neat. There's the delivery.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Cruyff. Goes looking wide. He's picked his way through. And the ball is out of play. Oh, easy pickings there. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Passing is crisp and sharp. Good take. Shevchenko! No, he's missed it.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
Alexander-Arnold. Fernandez. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Fernandez wants to run onto this. Pato.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nedved can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh, good spread. Threads one in. Looking for the far post.
Okay, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Adriano. Now it's Cruyff. I think that's
Well, they,
offside. Yes, it is. Nedved. And it's Nedved. Pato. And here's Pirlo. So, a temporary halt to the action. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How would you review the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. And we are back underway.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Oh, no joy this time. And it's Lam. Lam drives forward on the overlap. Pato gets into a good position. Lam plays it in. Defending of the desperate variety.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That has been cut short. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition.
It's Pato!
Pato
Off the
Kalea.
post! Bardiol with the clearance. And this is Pato. Chance!
Pato
Well, that
yaar.
wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Gerrard. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think both teams can help themselves massively with better movement up front, Peter. There's just not enough happening at the moment. And essentially, their job is to find space, and that needs to start happening.
Cruyff. Nicely weighted ball. Nedved. Cruyff. Shevchenko. That's a good ball. Bale!
Bale yaar.
Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Easy chance miss.
Ah, now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Gerrard. Now Cruyff. Now that looks a decent ball.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Now it's Bale. Looking for the run. Picked out brilliant. It's inside!
What a pass.
It's a goal! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen
Nice
it,
Pepe.
an impact sub.
So the first moment of real significance.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
It's played through for him.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Caught offside that
Can
time.
I play you after this match? Bro, I'm doing rank push.
And that will be it. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Filippo Inzaghi claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
मैच मेकिंग ही नहीं हो रही. लोडिंग 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 लोडिंग. लाइक कर दो भाई सभी.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Back where it came from. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Kukchu. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Alexander-Arnold cuts it out.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Now it's Griezmann. Oh, that's superb. Adriano! Off the post! And it's been hooked away. And that's been won straight back. Now it's Griezmann. Lovely chance for a shot! Goal! And there is your opener. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Raul, who needs just a moment to score a goal. And Batistuta! Griezmann. Now it's Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez. Oh, this is a terrific run. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Vieira. Rice gets across to intercept that. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Gyökeres. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to pull level. A formality, we're level. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Spain restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly...
Adriano! Adriano! That is wonderful!
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Can he get it through? He can run onto that. Buffon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And it's half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again.
Oh, he's been caught napping! He might be in here! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And this is Luis Suarez. Suarez gets on his bike and on the move. Caicedo. Batistuta. Raul charging forward, the ball at his feet. And this is Batistuta. And he shoots! And It's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
There was a distinct lack of pressure there, Peter. It was a good finish, but it was made easy. That's poor defence.
Quite a game, this. All square. It's Griezmann! That's put paid to the danger. Just about up to the hour now. And he welcomes it in. Pepe cuts out the pass. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Maldini. And it's Nedved. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Kokchu. Lovely, now then. Rice plays it across. Oh, good effort! No, just not quite.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
That's an imaginative pass. And this is Luis Suarez.
Suarez clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
And that is well cleared. And this is Adriano.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Adriano! Oh, wow, that's
बढ़िया भाई
crazy!
सीधा
Oh,
बाउंड्री
that
से
has got to be it! This has to be it!
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's great commitment.
And a chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Undav clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. There's the header!
What the hell,
And
man?
yes, it's there! We thought they were done, but never say never. Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Great vision. He's in plenty of space here. Here's a chance! Oh, he's done it! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
It's almost poetry in motion, Pete.
And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only...
लाइक कर दो भाई जो भी देख रहा है। पीटर श्माइकल।
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
Del Piero! Del Piero!
Rafael Varane is someone I've always liked a lot for his incredible discipline and intelligence, Peter. So often having to play a covering role for a more aggressive partner, he really has made that style his own.
Yeah, that's something for which he has rightly received a lot of praise in view of the kind of players he's been paired with down the years.
Yeah, and something he can do thanks to his great recovery pace and an outstanding sense of positioning too.
Can he get it through? And this is Gerrard. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Luis Suarez. Space for him to turn and look. He's having a pop!
अबे
Frustratingly close. Lam is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And here's Del Piero. That is good alertness. No goals as yet. And that's really well manoeuvred. Pepe calmly anticipates. And here's Del Piero. Nedved. Cruyff. Gerrard. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And it's Nedved. Eto'o showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And it's Cruyff. Eto'o. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Pepe did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Great vision. Oh, super ball. Pirlo. Griezmann. Cruyff. This might spell danger. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Oh, good-looking ball. Well, that has not gone well. Chiellini. Rijkaard. The whistle's gone, and
हेलो भाई
that's it for
कैसे
the
हो
first
बढ़िया
half.
जालिम भाई आप बताओ कैसे
Well,
हो
it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. The second half is up and running. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Suarez looking to receive it in space. That's tidy. Bergomi defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Nedved. Oh, nice touch. Lahm has it in a wide position. Chiellini is there to clear. And he's there to retrieve it. Shapes to shoot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And we have our very first corner. And that is well cleared. Milan are looking to go forward now. Taken back almost at once. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Oh, that's fabulous. Can he get on the end of this? In towards the back stick. Chiellini tries to clear. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pirlo. It's Bellingham. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Looking for options for movement. And this is Del Piero. Pirlo. Pirlo looking for the run. And he's running through. Maldini clears without hesitation. Pirlo. And here's Inzaghi. And Adriano! It's wide, but not by very much.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Pirlo cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Now that's well seen too. And here's Pato.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Hullet.
अबे यार
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Adriano looking for the chance to skim one in from range. The shrill sound of the whistle, and that is that. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're very much on the way now. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Cruyff. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira. And it's Nedved. And here's Suarez. McTominay.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Nedved can see things others simply cannot. Suarez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's found a way through. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And we have our very first corner. And he's gone looking for safety. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Messi!
अबे यार
Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
McTominay. Barcelona are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Cruyff. Lovely pass, but can he get there? McTominay. Chouameni. Just eases him off the ball. Pato. And this is... It's Luis Suarez! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter. And there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured. It was simply inch perfect.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next...
Eto! Oh, he hit that sweetly. And this could be the final action of the first half. want another corner, and it looks as though they're going to get it.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And a header! Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. Back on the way then. Van der Ven. Chouameni. Kimmich. Oh, nicely intercepted. Nedved. Short changes him with that
अरे
pass.
यार पास तो ढंग से दे रहे भाई.
Fernandez. That'll be a throw. And here's Messi. Griezmann. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he shoots! Goal! Barcelona! And they've got their lead back. So smooth. A signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Barcelona have their lead. Tries a shot!
What the fuck,
Oh,
man?
wonderful! What a goal! A finish of true class! And this is getting better and better. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Big chance!
One more.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Just one in it now.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Nedved. And that's been intercepted. And that's a throw-in. And that's definitely not his best. Aimed beyond the defence.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Mbappe, looking for a runner. Now that's well seen too. Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Barcelona can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Van Dijk. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Gives it back. Threads one in. Van Dijk kept his eye on it and he's there.
साला टाइम पास कर रहा है अब.
Well, they've chosen the correct way to...
And we're done.
लौड़ा.
Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. So, Jim, how do you...
जो 37 माइनस हुए थोड़े भी नहीं.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
And that was very necessary. And this is Messi. Tries to pass it through. And that was nowhere near his best. He steps in, and that's the end of that. This is a promising build-up. And this is Zico.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers. Don't concede the opener.
And a chance! It's there! And we have liftoff! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Nedved can see things others simply cannot. Luis Suarez. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's a shade optimistic.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him, as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And that's definitely not his best. Looking for options for movement. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Lovely bit of skill. Piqué did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It's a good spell of possession, this. Caught offside that time.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Distributed tidily. Referee's given a throw. Luis Suarez. And it's Del Piero. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Nedved. Now it's Del Piero. And that's a good ball. Vieira. And it's half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it. It's all still very much up for grabs. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
So it has been pretty frantic here, everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half. Away we go again.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Piqué promptly onto that, and that is that. Now, can they get him away? Del Piero!
Jorna Marblets.
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Del Piero clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Oh, that is a good... It's full! Goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
And it didn't take him long. Just Nedved!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Aberdeen are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers. And the finish!
Fuck, man.
Well taken goal.
What the?
And the comeback is complete. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Kaka tries to play it through. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
This is the time you need that pace.
That is ended up in no man's land.
सारा मैच खराब कर लिया मैंने.
Thuram. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Cruyff. Kaká. Tries a shot! And it's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Clinical. Just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. So the lead now is 2.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Chips it through. Back when it goes. Cruyff. Buffon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Lahm. Ribéry. Kaka. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Forlan. Oh, well played. That is a brilliant interception. Oh, there's a probing ball. Maldini cuts it out. So that's it. It is all over. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see.
चल भाई कर यार.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Alessandro Costa Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Nedved. Looking for the run. And that has found him in acres of space. Towering header! No, not the best of headers. Oh, easy pickings there. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Dembele. He might be in here! And the shot! Goal! Spain! And we have liftoff! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Spain are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took.
He's had a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Isco. Isco ploughing through the middle. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Isco. Isco going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Del Piero. Looking for options for movement. Nedved. Oh, good effort! And he's stuck it away! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The
Shapes to shoot! Marvellous goal! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or even better, can they get another?
And this is Nedved. Cross deflected behind for a corner. And this could be the final action of the first half. Zanetti with the clearance. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat, and all of a sudden things are looking pretty rosy. The midway point of the game.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Goals, goals and more goals. That's been the story of the half. The teams separated by the tiniest of margins at the break. So we're underway for the second half. That's a little off target. Nedved conjures time and space where few can. And here's Del Piero. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. This looks promising.
Pretty robust defending.
And that is exemplary defending.
Some inspired work that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
Gyökeres was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Gyökeres. No, that's been intercepted. Ambitious ball here. Oh, that's well spotted. Conte. Messi. Messi. And Mateus.
Spain really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And he's had it nicked away. Chance here to counter. And the pass is intercepted. Now he's got space here. And this is Del Piero. And Del Piero! Oh, crossbar! Chouameni. Pirlo! Oh, super goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And there's the goal they've been looking for. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So the lead now is 2.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Gabriel gets it clear. And it's Nedved. Driving, and the shot! And that would have been some goal.
Nedved just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge, and he'll rise to it.
It's their second corner of the game. Costa Curta tries to clear. He's going for goal! And that would have been game, set and match.
Nedved is fully aware of how important that could have been. Probably game, set and match.
Good ball, good take. Haaland. Haaland is flagged offside. Griezmann. Lahm. Lahm venturing down the left. Oh, that's nice.
Such good technique.
Chance to deliver. Cleared away. Haaland. Spain do have a chance to counter here. It's a searching pass. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Now it's Del Piero. That's at the end. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game.
Hello bro, welcome to the stream. Bro, I bought the national manager. Can you suggest me a formation? You can use my formation, bro. This 4-3-3 formation.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Yeah, okay, bro. I will show you.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast
I will
here.
show you
Things are
my
heating up
formation after
and
this
we'll be
match.
getting underway very soon. Things already rolling. So there is Pedri, this youthful conductor of a mighty Catalan collective, the 2024-25 Super... And a shot! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Oh, high quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
India finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Pirlo. Now he's got space here. Good ball over the top. Luis Suarez! Luis Suarez! He just has something! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Not one, but two. It is a dream start.
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, it's all happening now.
It's Fulham! Oh, good finish. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Just one in it now.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
And he's been shifted off it. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, he's goal side. Well, that is one way to stop him. No foul, says the referee. Cruyff. Now it's Forlan. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Forlan. He's got away. Oh, look at the space here. Oh, good claim by the keeper. Certainly earned his keep there. Buffon, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Can he get onto this? Oh, good effort! That's put paid to the danger. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Adriano! Adriano! What a goal!
Adriano with Golazo.
Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Oh, that was sharp. Deliciously sharp.
Well, he's absolutely drilled that, Peter. When you hit it like that, the keeper's not going to be able to do much about it.
And yes, it's him again. So the lead now is 2.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And he's had it nicked away. And that could set him on his way. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Plays a sharp little ball here. He's onside. Out for a throw. Ah, good steal. He just read it. 5 minutes till the break. Oh, good-looking ball. It's Adriano! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Defending of the desperate variety. No way through, so back it comes. And now they can spring out of defence. Nice looking ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Cruyff. And the referee says that is that for the first half.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, we've been blessed with a goal-laden first half. 3-1 is the half-time score. So we're underway for the second half. Nedved. Lam is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. It's their second corner of the game. McAllister with the clearance. And this is Pirlo. He leaps for it. Yes! Pomp, panache and passion. This a man full of it all. Certain, searing and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
So now the difference is 3. Well-timed, excellent interception.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Luis Suarez being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
And here's Batistuta. Oh, it's a Forlan! He's got a goal! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences.
And Batistuta! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Oh, that one's going nowhere. Forlan! Luis Suarez. Cruyff. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief.
It's Forlan! He lifts the roof! He gave it plenty and some, thrashed it in.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has...
It shoots! And there's a goal!
Well, there's not a lot you can do as a defence if your opponents have that in their locker. Just raising the quality and accuracy in an instant like that.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
A probing pass. And this is Adriano. And it's Hernandez. And this is Forlan. Forlan! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. Big chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Hernandez. Passing is crisp and sharp. Suarez receives it in a good position here. Cruyff to McAllister. Nedved, that's a cute ball. Oh, delightful ball. And that has been cleared. And claimed it back swiftly. And it's been hooked away. And the referee brings it to a close. What a satisfying performance. A performance...
I will show you here. Just wait a minute. Before starting the match, I will show you. This is my formation, bro. One build up with one destroyer card, one defensive fullback, one offensive fullback, and one whole player CMF, one orchestrator DMF, one anchorman. Goal poacher. You can play here deep lying forward or whole player, anything. And these are individual instructions. Just I am giving the anchorman to anchoring. He will always be there and making run in straight way, not a left, not a right. He always be there. That's why I give him anchoring. Okay. You can try this formation. Welcome, bro. Hello, bro. No 1v1, bro. You can send me a super chat. Send me a super chat for friendlies.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Threads one in. Good read, needed to be. Pirlo. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Messi. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, he's having a go! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
And the pass is intercepted. Maldini concedes a free kick for that.
I just noted, did you go to weapon? Yeah, bro. I go all out for the weapon. Only 7 player left.
Has a look and plays it forward. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. David Villa. David Villa! Loose ball now, and there's a chase. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Tries to pass. Goes for a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Cleared without hesitation. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Neither side yet able to find the net. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's going for goal! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him! A finish right from the top draw! Manchester United take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentrate.
It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, it's a stunning goal! A finish of true class! They are purring, truly purring.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Lahm made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Messi! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Manchester United certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Mateus can see things others simply cannot. It's a pretty loose pass. And for the first half, that is that. How would you review the first half?
And the boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So off we go again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
That pass has been well intercepted. Costa Curta. Rijkaard. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Oh, this looks sharp. Great. He's having a shot! Delicious from Dani Olmo! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. He just absolutely speared that in.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
A case now of complete control. Look at the it's Inzaghi! And yes, it's there! They're back within reach! You don't keep those out. He just knew.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing looking...
David Villa! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's been hooked away. And now they can spring out of defence. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're...
Impressive jump! Oh, what? And again! And there's a goal! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Filippo Inzaghi really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. All of a sudden we have a game here.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real...
It's Ibrahimovic! So, third corner of the game. And he's taking no chances there.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And he has shown him a yellow card. So we have movement on both benches. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Nakata. Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
He has found the way. There's the shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
Looking for options for movement. So much time and space here. That's put pay to the danger. Oh, he's done very well to take that back.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Great chance! And he hits the net! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger...
Shoots! Well taken goal. Now it's Hullet. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Quality ball. Ibrahimovic! Oh, and the referee says that that is it. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We are just getting started.
Well, there's no doubt, Peter, that Alessandro Del Piero will be...
Adriano! Good try, very good try, in fact.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Pirlo, and he's worked it through. He has a look up. It's Adriano! Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
You don't keep those outs. He knew. He just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter. And while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And the finish! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that was struck with genuine force.
Shevchenko clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Nedved. And here's Del Piero. Barcelona could counter here. Plays a sharp little ball here. Van Dijk is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. And this is Ribery. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Oh, he's been caught napping! Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Oh, good effort! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And here's Messi. Messi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Messi goes short, takes aim and crosses, and he can thump it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Lam. That's a throw. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Shevchenko. Now it's Messi. And Messi! Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
So it has been pretty frantic here. Everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half. Back on the way then.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
And it's Xavi Alonso. Messi. Lam. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And it's Nedved. Now it's Ribery. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, that's fabulous. Del Piero! And that's a tidy finish. 2 up now, and they are cruising. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now with 2 up.
Xavi Alonso gathers from the goal kick. And this is Ronaldo. Pirlo, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press.
Shapes to suits! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And this is Adriano.
Adriano really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And this is Messi. Chance, surely! It's in! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Barcelona may be down, but not out just yet. Maldini is sporting a guilty look after that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
It's a searching pass. That has been cut short. João Cancelo. Ribéry. Good purposeful running this. Akanji did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And this is Ribéry. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. It's Pirlo!
Pirlo really made the tough part look easy, and the easy part very complicated.
Ribéry. And that is as far as it goes. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying...
Oh my god. complete my mission. कौन से मिशन ब्रो? लाइक कर दो भाई सभी. रोनाल्डो एम्बाप्पे.
Well, football is of course ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're very much on the way now.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can...
It's Cristiano this time, surely!
What the hell, man?
Goal! Manchester United! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Baresi gets over and intercepts.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Think through. Wan-Bissaka. Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Nedved.
अबे यार
Short changes him with that pass. Mateus. Oh, this is a terrific run. Well, that is one way to stop him. Cruyff did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Looking for the run, and he's well positioned here. Great chance! It's in!
one more.
Right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Good take. Mbappe!
what the
Goal! Manchester United! And they've got their lead back. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produce something out of...
And the finish!
अबे यार
Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Mateus. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Cruyff. And it's Nedved. Nedved scooting forward. In with the challenge. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
passing to दे ले यार
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, a
Chance! And that is wildly off target.
Manchester United really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Mbappe is onto this. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Lahm calmly anticipates.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one.
What
It was
the
always going to be intercepted.
fuck यार
Can he get on the end? He's had a shot! And yes, it's there!
one more to go
They've done it again! It is incredible!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass. And we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So we have movement on both benches. So again, we have parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fair...
He's going for goal! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Cafu spots it and intercepts. Threads one in. That's a nicely shaped ball. Mbappe. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Rui Costa. Shot, surely!
What the?
Goal! Manchester United! And they get themselves in front! Oh, high quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Manchester United have the shoot! And it's in!
बफन कोई तो रोक यार.
And there's the goal they've been looking for. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives
Ui,
for,
ek
Peter.
single to
Not a
roke
lot
bhai.
more to add.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Impressive jump. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Cristiano Ronaldo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And it's Rui Costa. Oh, good ball. Time added on 4 minutes. No, that's been intercepted. Dani Olmo.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious.
Oh, good fly! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And that's it. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better...
जो again यार.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. We're up and running then. Well, here is one of the undoubted golden boys of Spanish football, the man from Madrid, the one they call El Nino.
Fernando Torres.
It's Adriano! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Decent chance! Marvellous goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Madrid finding themselves unexpectedly behind. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Oh, easy pickings there. First quarter of an hour gone. Oh, this is a great position. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Beckenbauer. Now it's Torres. Rui Costa. Chance! And it's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So they have it all to do. He's had a shot! And that's a tidy finish. And they're back in front. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And the pass is intercepted. Nedved can see things others simply cannot. Adriano. Shot. Luis Suarez! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Nedved. That pass has been well intercepted. De Rossi. Nunez. He's having a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Nunez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Buffon gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Torres. Pirlo. No outsmarting him this time. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Fernando Torres. Nunez. Maldini can get it clear. Cruyff. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's fabulous. Luis Suarez. And we've reached half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Yeah, neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
So it has been pretty frantic here. Everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half. is the first touch of the second half. The Rossi gets on his bike and on the move. Vieira. Nedved. And that's been won straight back. And here's Suarez. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Nunez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Rui Costa. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter.
And Cruyff! And it's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Griezmann. Now it's Batistuta. Adriano being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Gerrard. Very nicely done. Pass somewhat off target. And it's De Rossi. And this is Griezmann. Van Dijk wins the duel this time. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. He steps in, and that's the end of that. No, that's been intercepted.